chlamydia is running rampant in the fish community.
What?
Welcome back to another episode of Just One Fern. Luke's and I here to do a whole lot of talk about a whole lot of nothing. You look like you're in a state of delirium.
I am a little bit. I'm a little delirious.
Yeah. Delirious by Steve Aoki.
What?
Out till the sun up.
That's Steve Aoki?
Remember?
I have no.
You don't remember my whole bit?
I remember your bit. I had no idea it was by him. I thought it'd be by somebody like.
It's a long time. Maybe I'll look. I'll look up that
or something.
No, it's Kid Ink and Steve Aoki.
Oh,
yeah,
Kid Ink, who played at Fredonia.
Yes, he did. Wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But actually today, December 7th, Pearl Harbor, obviously. But
Today's
more
Pearl Harbor?
more importantly, the 3-year anniversary of Just One Fern.
Right. I forgot. You told me earlier this week.
Today's the day. Go
well
team.
Done.
3 years of this shit. You're welcome. Thanks for sticking around and joining. Which is crazy because we've officially gotten in just 365 days. We've gotten 500 subscribers because we started the year with 73. We're now at 578.
Good job.
So that's great.
Hey.
Which, by the way, get your stand up ready.
What? How many?
600. That's 22 away.
That's like next week.
We also haven't shaved my chest yet, or waxed my chest yet.
We're gonna wax your chest.
Yeah, I have the stuff, so we just got to.
We also have to eat those sardines.
We have to eat the sardines. We got a lot of stuff.
We have a lot of stuff we have to do.
So we got to start just doing those things.
I think that we should film the stand-up.
Well, yeah,
and release it to our Patreon subscribers.
No, well, we don't have that, but obviously we're gonna film it because they have to see it. I'll film yours, you film mine.
Okay. Scratch your back if you scratch mine.
Yeah, and we got to laugh at each other when we're doing it. Or do we let each other bomb? What's better?
I would love it if you didn't laugh at all at any of my jokes. Can that be a rule for me? You can't laugh at any of my jokes?
No, I'm gonna laugh.
Oh man,
because I'll feel horrible if
you would feel bad.
I feel really bad.
They're not gonna land.
It would be funny if there was also a camera on me. Like if it was one filming you and then one filming me.
There's like
my
one of those
reactions.
like those really big ones, like the guy who looks at the trains. Like,
yes,
it's like above.
Right over the top.
Woo!
That'd be awesome. That'd be good to do stand up with one of those on your head.
It's just sweat.
How
long do our sets have to be? Just like an open mic set?
Yeah, whatever the open
5
mic
minutes?
is. Yeah, it's probably 5 minutes. I'm assuming.
I'm good with that
because we won't be able to do it anywhere else.
Wow.
Yeah, think about that.
I'm okay with that.
If we start doing stand up and we get good enough, there's this one podcast that when they do a live show, they do an hour. They do 15 minutes. One guy does stand up, then the next guy does a 15-minute set, and then they do their podcast for 30 minutes.
Every week?
No, that's when they do a live show. That's what they do.
Oh, when they do a live show.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say every week, 15 minutes. That's a lot of stand up.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think stand ups are doing like an open mic a night.
Right. But they're doing the same, probably similar material night to night.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But this is just for the live show.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, we're back. It's been a hot second since Thanksgiving. I went out this weekend. A few of my friends from Nashville were in town. I went to Swift Hibernian.
Is this a dog breed?
Swift Hibernian, something like that. Swift Hibernian Lounge, I think. It's in the East Village. And it was a really cool bar, really nice bar. But it was really nice. I got to see some friends that I haven't seen in a while. It was like something happens when I have a few gin and tonics where I will talk to anybody and everybody.
You talk to strangers?
And so it was packed, right? In this bar. I mean, like packed. And I had to get into the bar to get a drink, right? It was like, there were like rows of people that you had to like cram through to even like get the bartender's attention, right? So my friends were lucky enough to get there early and get a seat. And so they had like a corner booth. Briefly. And it was
home
awesome.
run.
It was
home run.
awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah. But it was so packed that people were on top of us, like against our table. And so there was this one guy who was just standing there and he's texting, but he's facing us. He's facing us texting. And we're all looking at each other like, what is this guy doing? Like, does he have like friends that he's here with? And he starts he starts and he's like, I'm sorry. He like noticed we were all like kind of talking.
Mhm.
He's like, I don't mind to invade your space. And we're like, no. And I go, who are you texting? And
Great question.
of course, everyone else starts laughing.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, I'm texting so many people. And I was like, oh, really? Who? And he goes like, that was a joke. I'm texting my brother. He should be here soon. And I was like, all right, well, what's your name?
Right.
He's like, Frank.
Frank.
So
I've never
we
met
met
Frank.
Frank from Staten Island.
Staten Island.
And he's an Italian motherfucker.
Hell yeah,
Frank
he is.
from Staten Island. And he told us, he's like, so as you know, the first son in an Italian family is named after the grandfather. The second son is the junior, named after the dad. I said, I didn't know that. This is news to me. I didn't know that was a thing. So he's like, I'm waiting for my brother, Fred. Frank and Fred. Fred is Fred Jr.
Oh, and then Frank is
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that
his grandfather's name.
I'm
is
pretty
Frank.
sure that was how it was.
I didn't know that.
Frank, he would talk to us for like 2 seconds and be like, all right, I gotta go. I'll see you later. And he would walk to the back of the bar where you can't see anything. We don't know where he goes. Give it like a half hour. Frank comes back. What's up, guys? How we doing? And then he'd start talking to us. And he's like, you guys want a drink? We're like, yes, we do. That'd be great. And he would go get us a drink. He'd come back, be like, all right, I'll talk to you later. Go back again.
What?
And then he'd come back and he would just keep rotating. And so now he was waiting for Fred. Fred wasn't there yet.
Oh, he's still.
So I think that's why he kept coming back, because we were towards the front of the bar. So he kept coming back.
Right.
And there was this one guy that walked in, and everyone that walked by were like, is that Fred? Is that Fred? Like we were trying to figure out who Fred was before
he had to look
we knew.
a little bit like Frank,
Right.
you know, right?
And so one of my friends was like, that's got to be him. And he starts walking past us, and I just go, Fred! And of course it was Fred.
It was
he
Fred?
Turns around and I go, like, bury my face into the booth. And he's looking everywhere. He doesn't know who said his name. And he walks away. And we never met Fred.
Oh,
Because
man.
then we left. So I really, Frank and Fred from Staten Island, shout out you guys.
Shout out them.
It was great. But I was asking him 500 questions. My goal was to get him to say, I love you to me.
Oh.
Because he kept saying, I love you guys. And so I said, I'm going to get him to say, I love you. Yeah, me specifically.
Yep.
And it took a while. He said, I love you to the girls first, because he was like, you guys are hot, you know, like that guy. He was like flirting with them.
Yep.
And then, so I was like, all right, my goal is to get this hyper masculine man to say, I love you to me. And it worked.
He
said,
did?
Yeah, he did.
My
He did.
guy, you greedy little son of a
It was great.
bitch.
I didn't even have to say, I love you.
How did you make?
I did after, but it was just
You
like,
did in response. I love you too.
every
man.
time he left, I was like, oh, dude, it's great to see you. Like,
Just hyping him
I
up.
kept saying like, oh, you know, he loves you guys. He loves you guys.
Yeah.
And I would like, you know, do this like little, like, oh, I guess he loves you guys, you know?
In front of him.
Yeah.
Getting all jealous.
Yeah. And then he would say, and then he's like, I love you, man. And then he left. It was awesome. But like,
he did that
I'm not
for
doing
you.
it. Picture like an Italian ass accent, a Staten Island Italian.
Like he had
boy.
he talked like he's from
Yeah.
like Brooklyn.
Yes. No, not Brooklyn, Staten Island.
The
Very
Brooklyn
different.
Bombers.
The Brooklyn Bombs. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what
Staten
happened.
Island.
And it was hilarious. But it was a great night. It was a great night. And as you know, my mental health is basically like those grates you walk across in the city where they're like held up by duct tape. Somehow you're gonna fall into a basement one day. You never know. But that's basically what my mental health was. So it was nice to get out and meet Frank.
Meet Frank.
That's all I needed.
And
I didn't get his number, so I'll
confuse his brother.
probably never see him again. But I think about him to this day.
you're telling me there's a man out there who loves you
Mhm.
and you didn't get his number.
I like that.
You get
It's
off
the
on that
mystery.
kind of thing?
One day I'll find him. Frank.
This is a shitty rom-com.
Me
Telling you right
and
now.
Frank are gonna hang out.
It's like Serendipity. Have you seen that movie?
Nope.
And he never will. Because it's your life story.
It's my
now.
life story. Me and Frank.
I would have loved it if you'd gotten to Fred before Frank could have and just told him like, Fred left.
Oh, Frank left. Wait, tell
So
Fred that Frank left.
Yeah.
That'd be
It
awesome.
was the same person in my head.
That would have.
Oh,
been very
he's not here anymore. He went to the bar across the street. He told us to tell you that he knows what you did
Yeah.
with his girlfriend, and honestly, it disgusted him. Beyond being like disrespected, he feels disgusted at what you're into.
Oh, that'd have been good. I would have liked
Would
that.
have been good.
That'd have been so funny. You bastard. Why weren't you there?
I'll be there next
Should
time.
have been there. Meet Fred. It was a nice place, though. Apparently, they have the best Guinness pour in the city.
Wrong. I have the best Guinness pour in the city.
That's not true.
I'm coming
That's
for you.
not true. You get rid of Guinness. You're the best pour in the city.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
That was really nice.
You're welcome.
But where is this place? What is it called? It's in the East Village.
I told you. A swift Hibernian. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Then I'll never find it.
I'm saying right now I don't know.
Get there.
What do you mean?
I'll never find it.
Because you could sound that out regardless of how I pronounce it.
Swift Hibernian.
How do you think Hibernian would be spelled? I know how to spell it.
There's a couple ways you could spell it.
Go ahead.
With a
Go
Y
ahead.
and H.
Nope. Well, yeah, with an H at the beginning, obviously. Hi.
An I.
Hiber.
No, H-I-G-H.
No, it's Hibernian. I just spelled out the first part for you.
H-I dash.
Nope.
B. Ernian.
No. Hi.
U-R-N.
Nian.
I-A-N.
Yes, you got it. Do you hate having to wear a jacket somewhere in the winter?
I hate it once I'm there, for sure.
Because I'm every time I get someplace, I'm like, what do I do with this?
Yeah, and then I'm not gonna leave it. Someone's gonna take it.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna take my jacket for sure. Or they're gonna piss on it, or they're gonna throw it out in the street.
And it's annoying, but I need my jacket when I leave because I'll be cold,
Yep.
and it's a whole process. But I do hate having to be responsible for the jacket when you're going out.
I invented a thing in high school for this purpose.
Oh, what was that?
It's called the handy hook.
Oh, God.
What?
No, I'm not even gonna say it. Go ahead.
So essentially, it's you take, and we made one. We actually made one. You take the straps from a backpack.
Okay.
You put them on over your shoulders.
Yeah.
And you put a hook right here, like a hook that goes down, and you hang your coat over your shoulder.
What?
And it lays behind you.
That doesn't make any sense.
So you can walk around without, like if you're at the mall.
What? Wait. Are you just saying you throw your coat over your shoulder?
Yeah.
Like a Continental Soldier?
Basically. But there's no worry of it falling anywhere because there's a hook. It's hooked to you.
I don't understand. How do you put a hook on the back? Are you like screwing? How do you screw into a backpack?
We sewed it in.
You sewed a hook. How do you sew a hook? I'm beyond confused here.
You take a needle.
This doesn't
and
make
thread?
any sense.
What do you mean?
Well, but it's a.
So imagine a backpack strap,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have like I don't know, like a hook from. I don't know the department
Michael's.
store. Yeah, from Michael's.
Yeah, from Michael's. You know
Michael's. Yeah, I know Michael. How you doing?
How you doing?
And you get it in there and you sew over it, and you tape it.
This seems like a lot of work when why would you do that?
Why?
Yeah.
Because it was a school project and they asked us
Was
to
it really?
invent something.
Is this like the Invention Convention?
Basically.
We had the Invention Convention.
Invention Convention.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you make?
I think it was called the Tile Placer.
The Tile Placer? Who was this for? Mario?
No, I've yeah. Actually, wow, this is kind of coming back to me. So 5th grade.
Oh, this was senior year for me. Less impressive.
Hold on. You had a project when you were 18.
Yeah.
That was you had to invent something, and you invented sewing a hook onto.
Yeah, so that way, like when you
So
went to the mall
you're
or
turning
something.
yourself into a coat hanger,
Right.
which you could do by just putting the coat on.
Right, but you're hotter with the coat on.
Right, fair.
It'll be less hot.
Fair,
this way.
but if your coat's hanging here all the way down, that's gonna get annoying.
Well, no, it hangs over the back
How does it hang over the back?
because there's a hook. The hook faces down, so it's like the tension's pulling back.
Oh,
So the hook's like this.
the hook is down,
and then
and you throw it over.
and you throw it over.
I don't know why I'm having such a hard time conceptualizing
Your
this. It seems like a pretty
imagination
easy concept
is terrifying.
because it's so good.
Can you read books?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Do you read books? You sound like Will You Wear Wigs?
Will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs?
Will you wear wigs?
When will you wear wigs? Michael had to make something.
You had to make something?
Did you make an invention? Oh, interesting.
Was this
He
in the
said there's
slow
no-
people class? Were you in the slow people class? Someone was in the slow.
Almost. I was recommended for remedial English in
Were you-
4th grade.
I recommended you.
That was
I went
you.
back in time and recommended that you go to special.
As a prank.
Dude, how
Prank,
many
we
people
go
would
back
use
in
if
time.
time travel was a thing? They would use it for pranks, like not good things. I would
Few.
yeah,
I would for sure.
yeah.
I would prank you. I would think of something. Oh, that would have been a good prank, and I would just do it right now. Like, there's hot sauce in your underwear.
Yeah. Whoa. Ow. And then I.
Yeah.
Would hot sauce in your underwear hurt? You're not
There's only
eating
one way
it,
to
are
find
you?
out.
You should do that. You should do that.
Well, you'll find out for me. So
Mhm.
thank you.
I still got to get a ring for you.
I think the bet's over at this point.
No, it's
been too
not.
long.
No, it's not.
The month has been over. I had to do it for a month. I had to be a ring.
You
person
haven't
for a
been a
month.
ring person for a month yet.
It's been a
Because
month.
it doesn't start until you put a ring on.
Right, but it was your duty to buy the ring.
Yeah, which costs me money. And also, where do I find? I'm finding a ring, and I have to use cash usually because it's a street vendor.
I'm a size 32.
A ring, 32 ring, or waist?
Both.
Your size 32 waist?
Depends on the day.
That's impressive.
30 to 32.
That's impressive.
Thank you.
I used to be a 33, now I'm a 34. Well, I was a 34, and then I went to a 33, and then I went back to a 34.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yes, there is, because I got rid of all my jeans. So that's a problem.
What did you make in 5th grade?
Oh, yeah, the tile placer.
What is the tile placer?
I don't remember what exactly it was, but I'm pretty sure it was just some sort of device that if you wanted to put, I think if you wanted to put tile like on your floor, like tile your floor, it like made it so you didn't have to step into the whatever you're using.
So this
to
really
place the
was
tile.
for like putting
And-
tiling your floors.
Yes, yeah.
As a 5th grader, why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is your mom redoing the the
Maybe
bathroom or
something was happening at that time. It was me and my friend Ryan. We did it, and it was like, it was crazy. Everyone in the school, like, you didn't have to do it, but a lot of people did. And it was called the Invention Convention, and everyone had to do a presentation, and you'd have to make like you'd have to make the product, like you'd have to do like a prototype.
Mm-hmm.
And so we made ours, of course, out of like paper towels, like paper towel tubes and
That's sick.
stuff like that. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just like
First place?
It was like it extended so that you didn't have to actually like go into the room and stand and like on the tiles, like you could just place them.
Well, that's good. You found a niche, I guess.
I guess so.
You guys got first
Where
place?
did that go? No, we did not. We got participation.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like participation.
Do you like the participation trophy?
I did at the time
Really?
because I was like, thank God, I got something.
I remember getting them and being like more upset.
I mean, I would be upset if it was like for baseball or something.
Yeah. I'd get
But
'em
like
the
for the
baseball.
Invention Convention, I didn't care. I
I
wasn't smart.
I think I would have cared. I think it would have been.
You would have been upset about it.
Well, it's like here's your loser trophy. It's like handing out trophies for losers. And in case you don't know, you lost. And
Yeah.
here's me telling you that.
Yeah, I do actually. I'm against. Usually, I'm against participation things, but like
But it felt good for
Invention
you.
Convention,
It was called the Invention Convention.
and not everyone does it. So I think that's why it's like the participation
Oh,
thing. It's
right.
like,
Thank
okay.
you for doing it.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do this.
Yeah,
I
it was
guess
like an
I
extracurricular
could see
thing.
that.
But like even with, because like you don't get participation trophies in anything like past 7th grade, right? Like modified sports,
I
you
hope
don't get
not.
participation
You
trophies.
shouldn't.
No,
You grew
I'm
out of it.
against. I'm usually against it. I'm usually against participation trophies. I like to win things. In case you haven't noticed that about me,
You do like to win
I
things.
like to win. So that's why I like to play games.
I love to win, and like I can feel it when it's happening. And like I like especially in Catan, like if I
Mm.
know like I'm gonna win in like 2 turns,
Yeah.
I get this like I try to hide it as best I can, but I have this gigantic Cheshire cat smile
Yeah.
going on my face where I'm like
God.
trying
Yeah,
to hide
yeah,
it as
yeah.
as best I
Yeah,
can.
that's terrifying.
And I can feel my body like on fire where I'm like, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this isn't healthy. Whatever
This
I'm
is
feeling
bad.
right
Whatever
now
this
cannot
is
be
not good.
because the
Yeah.
amount of greed I feel right now, I'd fuck over anybody in my path. I would steamroll my grandmother for this right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Like, even when I think it's because even when I was younger, like my grandfather, we would play sorry with him, and he would push us. Like if he got sorry, he'd be like, and he'd shove us down.
Hell yeah.
It was great. I was
Hell
like, this is
yeah.
the best. So I think that's why I'm super competitive.
That's good.
But also, like, come on, win. I also think I'm really competitive because on my baseball teams growing up were just dominant.
Yeah.
We just dominated everybody.
It feels good.
And it was the best. And I was like, oh, I never want to be on the bottom.
Did you win the? Well, you are a bottom.
I am a bottom.
So
that's a 10 Demandment.
did you win the league tournaments?
We won ours, yeah. Like the Marcellus ones.
Nice.
Yeah.
My team got to
We
the
went 13-0.
finals every year. And I don't think we lost any games besides the final.
Wow.
We would lose the final every year. It's bullshit.
What position did you play?
I was a center fielder.
Nice.
Yep.
That's a good position.
I hit a home run
Oh.
in the final game.
We didn't have a wall, so there were no home runs.
Oh, you were one of those?
What do you mean one of those? A poor town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, put up a line or something.
No,
What?
there's no home runs.
We'd
We'd be running
infinite.
for like,
Yeah.
we just keep going. You're running for a long time.
I'm sorry, it can't cost that much to put up a wall. Like a nice
for our
wall
town,
costs
it
a
might.
lot. But like
For our town, it might.
I would put up some trash bins. Like bring the dog,
some
have him
string.
sit down. Like
Get
anything could be a
clotheslined.
wall. Yeah, clothesline. Perfect.
No, you would die if you ran into it and get clothesline over the neck.
You just break it. Yeah, I mean that's
How
fine.
fast you're running? No, clothesline's pretty strong.
All
It's
right.
called getting clotheslined. That's the name. That's the definition.
Well, how
of
about
the thing.
string? Just you could buy a thing of string for like $1.
Even that could still hurt you. I was clotheslined once, really hard. I'm like, all these memories are coming back to me today. I don't know why.
Trauma report.
Yeah, I think I was in like 4th grade. I think it was in 4th grade, 3rd or 4th grade.
Yeah.
And I was riding bikes at my friend's house, and there was like a small airport across the street. And so we rode over to the airport, and we like turned this corner, and we were going into like through a barn, but there was a rope across it, obviously like saying like stop, like don't enter. And he ducked under the rope, and I didn't, and I got clotheslined off my bike.
Oh, I think you
like
told me
across
this.
my neck. I had like
You
a
got
rope
cut.
burn across my neck for like weeks.
Oh,
Yeah,
that must have hurt so bad.
it was bad.
I bet you were really upset about it.
I was very mad. I had to wear like a handkerchief around my neck because I was so embarrassed by it. I looked like a
You
cowboy.
wore a handkerchief around your neck.
I look like a cowboy. There's pictures somewhere. My mom has pictures.
You
of it
didn't
somewhere.
look like a cowboy.
I
So I'm
did. I
telling
looked
you
like
right
a
now,
young
you
cowboy.
Did not look like.
I did. I did look like a young cowboy. I looked like someone from
You
Westworld.
look like a weird kid. You
No,
look like.
I looked like James Marsden from Westworld.
I'm telling you right. I'm telling you
That's
right.
who I looked like.
No.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, you looked way weirder than if you had the line
Not
on
true.
your neck.
Not true. I looked much. What do you mean?
You look-
You would rather just have like this gross, like looks like you tried to hang yourself, like thing on your neck, burn on your neck,
Then
than
handkerchiefs.
a handkerchief.
Yeah.
But it's a cool. It was.
Nobody
cool.
does
It was a
that.
cowboy handkerchief.
No, you look like you look like you have an obsession
was
with
great.
the
I had
like,
spurs
unhealthy
on.
obsession. You also were spores.
No,
spurs.
not spores. You idiot, spurs. And no, I didn't wear them.
Well, if you're gonna go with the
But
outfit,
I
you gotta
looked.
go all
I
out.
looked pretty cool.
I want to see the tapes.
I'll find a picture for you.
Yeah, pull it up because
My mom has them somewhere. It's probably not digital. It's probably a physical photo somewhere, which is
That's
much harder
okay.
to find. But
Well,
I'll find
she's probably hiding it because she's embarrassed.
no, I'm pretty sure she made me wear it.
It's her idea,
Probably,
Elizabeth.
maybe. I look
Come
like
on.
a cowboy.
Come on.
Yeehaw! A little cowboy tried to hang himself. I love that this is just like story time about young Aaron. All my traumas.
Yeah. Is there any more
A bunch that I'm sure will be unlocked randomly.
camping?
But yeah, I got that. Camping? We didn't. What did I just say? What have I told you so many times?
You hate camping?
I hate camping.
But why?
Camping is an insult to technology. We have AC. We have roofs. We have warmth. Why are you outside? Sleeping in the dark, cold, outside Why are you doing that? Camping is an insult to technology. I'll say that right now.
Because being in nature is so much preferable than being locked up in a cube all day. Seeing the sights and hearing the sounds.
I think safety is preferable.
You think it's unsafe?
Yeah.
To go camping?
For sure.
Why?
Because you're out there with the bears.
So this is what
and
this
the
is about.
elements.
You're just scared.
Yeah, I've told you I'm afraid of the dark.
I'm also afraid of the dark.
I'm terrified of the dark. Why would I go somewhere where I cannot turn on a light? Technology exists for a reason.
You can bring a flashlight.
Technology was made so that we didn't have to camping was just not camping. It was living at one point. And now we have technology to be like, oh, people do that for fun, to be like, oh, I'm living in the old times for a weekend.
Yeah.
And I hate that.
You're saying there's a reason we don't do that anymore.
Correct.
That's fair.
There's a
that's
reason.
fair. However,
I want a toilet
camping.
accessible to me at all times.
A lot of camping grounds have toilets.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of them.
What kind of toilets? We're talking wooden?
Some, but no.
We're talking outhouses?
I'm talking like there's a bathroom.
Where? Where would the bathroom be?
There's probably a shower too.
What do you mean there's when you're camping? What kind of camping are we talking about?
This is.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about like you go to a log cabin?
No. This is showing his ignorance about what camping looks like. I'm a camping expert.
Is it like getting in an RV? Because I don't consider it.
No. It's getting a tent.
Yeah.
And you go to a campground.
Mm.
Most people who camp don't just stomp out into the woods somewhere. You know, I think that's what you're picturing. Just somebody going into the woods in some national park and just sitting down and being like, I'm camping here.
Yeah, no, but you bring a tent. You bring a tent.
That's illegal.
But I don't consider
Aaron, that's illegal. You can't.
I didn't say
that.
national park. You said national park.
You can't.
I'm picturing someone going to the woods.
Aaron, you'll get arrested if you do that.
Just go to the woods?
You can't do that. You can't
just go to the woods?
You can't just go in the woods and camp.
But what if the woods are in your backyard?
I guess you could do that.
Boom. Gotcha.
But that's your backyard.
Gotcha.
Is that really the woods?
It could be. Not mine, but someone's could be. I've seen backyards be woods.
So there's two things you could do. You could go out and camp in the woods, but you got to get a permit.
Okay.
You can do it like in really great places.
Got
but most of the time there's a big queue. Or
you
go to a campground and they set aside sections of like woods for people to camp in. And usually they're not that far away from other camp sites, like 20 feet maybe.
Is there like a receptionist?
Yeah, you have to check in. And you have to pay them like $5 or $10. And you get to stay. And there's a place for a fire. And there's a place that they like had like cleared out so you can put your tent down. And there's a picnic table.
This makes it worse.
How?
This makes it worse. You're going to a hotel in the grass. You're going to a grass hotel.
And then there's a building in the center for trash and for the bathroom.
Okay. All right. So then I guess I have a warped view of what camping is.
Yeah, I don't think you knew what camping was like.
Because that seems like luxury camping to me.
It's really nice. It's a lot of fun.
You have a toilet available to you. You got showers. That's not camping.
And
camping
water.
is I need to survive.
No, that's surviving.
That's surviving in my head.
That's not camping.
Camping means I'm going to go be with the bears.
I'm gonna find a cave and I'm gonna hug whatever I find in it.
Exactly. Yeah. I've seen Cocaine Bear. I know what happens.
I haven't. Don't spoil it for me.
It's so good. Cocaine Bear is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a fun movie. Like it's I feel like recently there haven't been a lot of fun movies. It's just it is a fun movie.
Dude, I love
fun
movies.
It's really gory, but it's fun.
That's why I want to go see Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
Godzilla is fun. That is a carnival ride in a movie theater.
Yeah. I miss the old Godzillas where they would
a man
speak.
in a suit?
The voice was different from the person speaking.
Hello.
Yeah.
Godzilla. What is he doing here?
Yeah.
Like that.
That's exactly what would happen. Yeah. It was great.
I used to practice doing that a lot as a kid.
Did you? That makes sense.
It looked pretty good.
That's why I went back in time and I put you in that class.
A good prank.
Thank you. Apparently, this is like something that was just tweeted about. The Bills head coach, to get the team hyped up, was like telling him like the hijackers on 9/11, they had a plan. So we should have a plan. Like
he said that this like
well,
recently.
what did they? Yeah, like this weekend.
What?
Yeah,
Dude, you can't say that.
I read it and I said, this has to be fake. I really hope it's fake because if it's not,
Sounds like
that's crazy.
it sounds like an Onion article.
It sounds fake.
Somebody said that to me, I'd go, yeah. What?
Yeah, wait, because you'd think you'd be like, what side are you taking?
Yeah.
You're saying that it's good.
You sound
Are
like
you
you're
saying the hijackers were good?
I bet I could see
What are
his
you
response. He could be like, well, they were successful.
I think,
don't you want to be successful too?
That's probably what he said.
Well, they did exactly what they planned to do.
Yeah.
Except for the ones that, got.
Hey, how about,
thank God Mark Wahlberg wasn't on one of those planes. He would have dealt with it.
Mark Wahlberg would have stopped it. Hey, Coach, I think it's McDermott. Hey, Coach McDermott, use any other analogy. Any other one. Literally any other one except for, maybe Hitler. Don't use those two. Stay away from those two.
Stay away from that one because it'd be wrong. He had a plan and it didn't work.
And it failed.
Didn't work.
So I'd stay away from just everything, actually. I'd maybe quit. I'd maybe quit your job. Because your team actually kind of sucks right now too. So a few things that we could maybe improve on. Maybe go to therapy. Maybe you need therapy. We all do. You know how it is.
Oh yeah, I love the idea of therapy. I gotta go someday.
I think you'd like it.
I had one therapist,
and
then one of the things I was trying to work on was that I was late to things a lot, and I was late.
Well, it didn't work.
And I was late to her. I'm a lot better.
Didn't work.
Go fuck yourself. I was late to some of our appointments with the therapist.
Yeah.
And she got mad at me.
Because you were late?
Because I was late.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, isn't this what you're supposed to be helping me with?
Mm.
Aren't you supposed to be trying to fix this?
Mm-hmm.
Getting mad at me, I don't think is helping.
Right.
Also, you're a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't get to do that. You don't get to be upset.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
That's not how that works.
How late were you though?
I would straight up miss some appointments.
Okay. Well, I might get mad at you too.
But you don't say it. You're allowed to be mad about it, but like she's still getting paid.
True, she's still getting paid.
She had an hour off, as far as I'm concerned. Like, you're mad at me because I give you an hour. I paid you to do nothing. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
That's wild. That's wild. Yeah.
I thought that was.
But it didn't work.
It didn't work out.
Maybe that's why there was.
I don't even know if
just
she
a bad.
helped, but
I think that's what turns a lot of people off from therapy is they have like one really bad experience and then they like don't want to go back.
Yeah,
which sucks.
And I'm like, money, please,
but like
costs so
insurance.
Much. My insurance doesn't cover it at all.
Really?
It says
it doesn't have like an.
You have to go to
thing?
like 25 sessions, and then after your 25th session, we'll cover 20% of the cost.
Do you think that they think because you're talking all day on the phone that that's just your therapy?
This was before that, but they do have forward vision, clairvoyance. So probably, yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'd say yes.
Your company sees the future, and the future is you.
I love that.
Yeah. I don't know who came up with that.
Invest in Ferntopia. Ferntopium, the next cryptocurrency.
I don't think I'd like that.
Can we get Fern bucks as a cryptocurrency?
Fern bucks. Fernoble.
Fernoble.
Like Chernobyl, but Fernoble.
Because it's going to blow up.
Nuclear plant that blows up.
That's great.
That's the only thing I can think of that makes does Fern. Nothing else sounds cool.
Fern coin.
Yeah, Fern coin. Oh, just found this out the other day. Did you know you can get chlamydia from fish?
From eating fish?
Fish. Chlamydia is running rampant in the fish community.
What?
Yes, chlamydia. The clap.
No.
Wait, or is that gonorrhea? Is the clap gonorrhea?
Which
one is it? Regardless, you can get one of them from fish.
Really?
Also, didn't know that when you know how on a can of tuna there's a little dolphin?
Yeah.
That means that it was caught legally or with the restrictions put in place. Other ones, if they don't have that little dolphin on there could be dolphin in
You be eating dolphin?
You could possibly be eating dolphin. I know. Yeah.
No, well, first of all, you're probably talking about tuna, which I don't eat.
I'm thinking
anyway.
of tuna specifically, but other fish
You
as
eat
well.
dolphin.
No.
He's been eating dolphin.
Mine have the dolphin thing on it.
Now they do, I bet, after you found out.
Well, no, I looked at it. I have only eaten that kind.
Ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have.
You've never ordered.
I've always eaten that kind, even when I was like a kid. Like,
have you ever ordered a tuna fish sandwich out somewhere?
Oh, no.
They're not using that.
Yeah, but also, like, you had a whitefish the other day. That's not whitefish. There's probably dolphin in there.
There could have been anything in there.
Yeah.
And there certainly was gonorrhea.
There could,
Let me tell you what.
There could be dolphin and gonorrhea.
Lots of it.
Yeah.
So I have gonorrhea now.
No, I think it's chlamydia.
I have chlamydia now.
I think it's fish chlamydia.
Flishmidia?
Yeah. And I think it's from
Chlamydish.
Because here's the thing. This is what I think. Dolphins, they be fucking, right? So dolphins are clearly the ones spreading the chlamyd. And then they get caught in the net, get chopped up, ground up like tuna.
Yep.
And then they get put in cans, sent out. Oh no, it's a can of chlamydia. It's not a can of tuna. And you start eating, you're like, covered in mayonnaise, tuna fish. No.
That's the taste of chlamydia.
That's the taste of chlamydia.
Now, what you just said is completely factual, or that's just your theory
That's my theory.
As a 25-year-old man in Brooklyn?
That's my theory. I think it's a good theory.
All right.
Is it not?
I
think that's a great theory.
It's really great.
What else could it be?
What are your sources? How did you find this out?
My friend told me that this is might be what happened.
My friend told me. That's the best you got?
That's
the best you got is my friend told me.
If you think I would look any of this up before the podcast, you're crazy. I was just going to run with what was told me.
It must be true then. Not even like you swiped left on your like Apple phone on the home screen, saw it on Apple News.
I trust them about the dolphin thing on the cans. Because they said they watched a documentary. So I trust them that the dolphin on the can means that like it's caught.
Why else would there
safely.
be a dolphin on it? It could be that there's dolphin meat in it.
No, but because that's meat. Like the whatever like
Happy
Safe
Dolphin?
Sea Corporation is like that's their symbol.
CSAC.
And it's like, all right, this is caught fresh, like and safely. So that's what it is. And so that makes sense. I agree there. That must be true.
You agree.
However,
Aaron,
I also agree that maybe it's chlamydia.
You agree? Based on what?
The fish chlamydia. They watched a documentary.
They watched a documentary, so you say, yes, that makes sense.
Yes. What do you mean? Why are you all of a sudden not on board?
I'm
with my crazy theories, as if you don't have crazy theories.
No, I'm on
yourself.
board. I'm on board.
I'm saving your life. If you ever have fish, you could get chlamydia.
I'll never have fish again. Thank you.
I'll never
Christmas
allow
Eve.
it. If I see you about to take a bite out of a fish sandwich, I will slap it out of your hands. Never go to Long John Silver's again.
That was my nipple.
I always know where it is.
Oh, well, I will never go to
great
Long
nipple
John
radar.
Silver. Yours are out.
Mine are always out because they're wide set. You know this.
Yeah, you got wide set nipples.
Everyone knows this. This is not news. I have wide set nipples.
I went to Long John Silver's once. I took one bite of a chicken sandwich. Felt like I was going to throw up.
Wait,
Almost did.
You got chicken at Long John's?
Sorry, I got a fish sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Fried fish sandwich and hush puppies. The hush puppies were all right.
I bet they were. Oh. Want to talk about CosMc's?
Yes. I
CosMc's
love
looks
CosMc's.
awesome.
I want to go now. I want to go today.
So cool. I want to try everything.
Like, I hate corporate stuff, but this is just sweet treats. It's sweet treats and coffee.
It's sweet treats. It's delicious breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, you get breakfast sandwiches anytime you want.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, CosMc's, COSMC''S, is McDonald's new, like, I guess, what is it? Like sister
like a cafe.
chain?
It's like a
yeah. And it's basically like they're taking their McCafe that they already have and making it an establishment to probably compete with like Dunkin' and Starbucks.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like coffee drinks, teas, lemonades, fancy ass drinks like it's Sonic, and then you get they have ice cream.
Yep.
Like different new sundaes.
Cookies.
They
breakfast
have
sandwiches.
Brekkie Sammys.
New breakfast sandwiches, by the way.
New ones. Yeah. So I gotta go. The first one is opening in Chicago.
Oh, let's
which
go.
sucks.
No,
But
how much does a ticket cost?
To Chicago? I don't know. Everything flies through O'Hare, so it can't be that much.
Yeah, we'll just get a ticket somewhere further away and we'll just get off at O'Hare.
That works. Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be cheaper.
I thought it was called, like, when you first told me about it, I thought it was CosMc, M-I-X.
Oh,
And I was like, that's dumb.
No.
But then he said it was CosMc, like
McDonald's.
like McDonald's.
Yeah.
CosMcs.
Yes.
That's sick.
It's great.
I love that.
It's great.
It's like if you have a chain and you have branding, fucking use it.
Yeah.
Like Oreos came out with a cereal once. Do you remember this?
Yeah. Oreos.
No.
Isn't it Oreo O's?
It was Oreo O's.
Oh, that's horrible.
Call them Oreos.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What I just said would have been
what
better.
you said would have been. You remembered it the way it should have been. I don't know who was on this dumbass marketing team who went, oh, Oreo O's, and thought, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's just throw out like 6 great. You know what it must have been? It must have been somebody who's like a nepotism
some intern
baby.
that has their daddy is Mr. Oreo, and
it's like I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think that'd be too obvious.
Yeah, it's a sin.
And look where they are now. Not ain't one dumb ass one of you is buying Oreo O's.
Everyone needs to take a page out of the McDonald's book because they're the smartest company in the world. They really are.
It's the best restaurant
Best
ever.
restaurant ever.
And
you've said that for the entire 3 years of this podcast.
And I'll keep saying it.
Yeah. And I am
still true.
I cannot wait. They got to put one in New York soon, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got to
be
for
next.
sure. We're next up.
If Chicago's number 1. We got to be number 2.
Why Chicago? Also, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
There's probably more space.
Might be cheaper.
Might be cheaper. No, maybe. I don't know. Chicago's still pretty expensive, isn't it? It's obviously cheaper than here, but
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it does. I hope it does well.
Yeah. What would be the first thing you'd get?
They had a s'mores frappuccino.
Ooh,
that was calling my name because I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna get the sweetest of sweet treats.
Oh yeah, why wouldn't you? Why would you not? If you're gonna be there,
course.
You might as well get what you need.
Exactly. So that's what I would do, and I would try every single breakfast sandwich.
That was like I recently was hanging out with somebody, and they told me that they don't like meat with too much fat in it.
What do you?
They're like fatty
like a steak with like fat on it, kind of thing, or
no, it was just like a piece of meat that like tastes fatty. And I was like, that's where all the flavor comes from.
I guess I'm confused by. Isn't that just like all meat has that?
That's just all meat. That's what meat is.
Okay, yeah.
That's what makes meat good.
Right.
It's like if you get sushi, like the really good sushi is fatty, like fatty tuna.
Right.
You know, if you get
that's why McDonald's is so good. That's why Wendy's is so good.
Right. Exactly.
It's fat.
It's fat. You're eating fat.
All right, one last thing before we kind of wrap up here. We have so many things to talk about because we haven't done a pod in a hot minute, so we're not going to do a segment today. But I was on the train back to New York after Thanksgiving. And I had to move, by the way. I don't like this. I was a nice guy. I need to stop being nice because I was sitting so comfortably in my seat. I had the outlet right next to me. I had the window perfectly placed. I was watching the Hudson coming back.
Yep.
And these people got on at Albany, of course. Yuck. And so Rensselaer people, I mean, come on. So people get on.
Yep.
People get on, and it's this couple, and this girl across from me, and then there's me, and the 2 middle seats are open. And so they ask me to move over so that they can sit next to each other and take the seats. Now, I gave up my really good spot because I was like, you know what? I'll let this couple sit next to each other, even though they could have gone across the aisle.
Very nice of you.
That's what happened. But then I sit next to this other girl. And I want to know, from your perspective, if you're on the outside, like at the aisle of 2, and the outlet's against the wall, what is the outlet courtesy? What is the right way
to get the outlet? You go, hey, would you mind if I? And you have it in your hand.
What if they're asleep and their leg is covering the outlet? And you don't know what to do, but your phone is dying.
Are you planning on using it while it's charging?
Yes.
I would wake them up. I probably wouldn't. I would probably ask somebody else if I could use
You
the charger
wouldn't?
and not use my phone.
You really wouldn't?
I probably wouldn't. However, I think you are well within your rights to do so.
So proper etiquette for chargers is that charger's yours, even though it's across from somebody. Even though like you have to reach across somebody. Sorry.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If you're in a 2-seat and there's only one outlet, they don't own the outlet for the seat.
Well, there's
the outlets for everybody.
There's 2 outlets. You know, there's like it's a double. But the thing is, my thing is, I hate having to reach across them, especially as a man reaching across a woman.
Yep.
I feel weird.
What her leg?
Because like the whole time
covering
it was, and so I would have to like move her leg a little bit to get in there and plug it in. And she was sleeping like facing the wall, like turned, and I had to wait. I waited an hour for her to like eventually move her leg enough for me to plug it in.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was nice of you to do that.
I just, like I said, when I leave the house, I want to cause people as little inconvenience as possible.
I'm with you on that. I love that.
I couldn't bring myself to ask her to move it when she was asleep.
That was nice of you. I think I would have had a hard time doing that too.
Yeah.
I did.
But I just wanted to know what you think proper etiquette would have been.
Proper etiquette is, hey, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. Would you mind if I just? And you do it. I think that's very.
I'm so worried about someone being upset about it.
They will be upset. No, they will be. But they shouldn't have covered up the charger.
I thought I was sooner gonna reach across to the people that asked me to move and be like, "Can you plug my phone in over there?"
See, that's what I would have done. I would be totally okay with that, especially since they asked you for a favor.
Yeah.
You can ask a favor back.
That's true.
For sure.
I was sooner going to do that than reach over to my own outlet
and push her leg.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. But yeah,
that's so uncomfortable.
Train etiquette. You know what actually is funny? On that same train, there was a girl and her boyfriend behind me who were clearly coming back from first meeting the family. And so the girl asked the guy, like, hey, like, what'd you think of the family? Like, and he's like, oh yeah, they were nice. And she was like, that's it?
Not the right answer. Is that what she said?
That's it. And he was like, yeah, I mean, they were fine. And then like the conversation stopped. And I was like, what's happening?
That's not good.
What's happening? It was bad news.
Not
bad.
The right answer.
I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Not good.
I'm sorry. No matter what you think, you can't say.
You got to be like, oh, grandma was great. You know, like you got to say something.
Come up with anything.
A little bit of like, all right, here's a personal fact about one of your family members that like
or
makes it like I paid attention.
Or even be like, oh, I see where you get this part of your personality from.
Yeah.
They're very much like XYZ.
Yeah. It's basically like saying they suck.
Yeah, though he said
I did not enjoy it.
They suck. I don't care about you. That's what he said.
That's what she heard.
That's what he said.
Yeah,
that is what he said.
Oh. Thank you all for listening. Please subscribe because we're so close to 600, and then we're gonna do stand up. So that'll be fun. So thank you for listening. We'll see you next week.